We've had really nice weather this week, really good fall weather, around the 60s, in the 60s most days, so we were able to get quite a bit done. I chopped down this bush last year, and I was going to plant stuff from the garden around it, and it just grew back really pretty, so I figure I don't want it to grow too big, because I don't want, because our garden space is limited, and I don't want all my stuff getting shaded out, so I just decided I'll chop it back every year, because even with chopping it back last year, it grew back to be about 6 feet tall. So I think I'm going to do the same with that one as well. So I did that this week, and I also pruned our apple tree, and we haven't hauled any of this away to the burn pile because they still have leaves on them, and I would rather the leaves go ahead and drop in our garden to make good compost. So we're going to leave those until that happens. And then, because the weather was so nice, every day I had all the kids, well, the oldest 4, do 1 load of mulch. Just 1 load of mulch a day. But we got quite a bit done. But as you can see, the mulch is about gone. So again, I'm still hoping that we can get to the boxes. But I wouldn't be surprised if we can't quite reach there. But we got a lot done. And I'm definitely praying that we will get more mulch as the winter goes on. So this week we will continue to do that until all the mulch is gone. And I'll cut down that Japanese fireball. And then I have some crepe myrtles that I'll cut down. I think I want to wait on the blueberry bushes to prune those. I like to wait until they don't have any more leaves, because then I feel like I can see a lot better. I can make better choices in pruning. Also, I don't know if you can see that bright blue tarp. There have been some tarps on sale at Walmart recently, and so my husband's bought a couple. And where you see those tarps, I'm hoping in the spring, if we have enough mulch, I'm going to pull those back and plant potatoes all along the edge of the garden. And so I'll pull those back, put the potatoes down, maybe some newspaper, then put the potatoes down, and then cover them with 8 to 12 inches of wood chips, just like Paul says to do. The wildlife typically gets our fruit, and they've never messed with my potatoes. So I figure we'll plant the potatoes outside of the fence, and inside of the fence, if you've seen our videos, you know we have blueberries, all the green, those are raspberries. Underneath the wood chips are strawberries, and over there are blackberries, and then in here we'll also plant our melons and cantaloupes, and tomatoes. The birds also like our tomatoes. So the thought is we'll keep the fenced in area fruit, and then outside of that we'll grow potatoes. And then I'm also thinking I'll do like all my vining winter squashes, like spaghetti squash and pumpkins and things like that. So that's the plan for next year. So tarping during the winter doesn't do as good of a job as tarping over the summer because the heat, really kills the grass, but at least it will start the process of killing the grass. And then we just lift up the tarp and move the tarp out. So we'll lift up the tarp, put potatoes and mulch, and then the tarp will just be moved past the potatoes and mulch so that it'll keep the Bermuda grass from coming in. So that is the plan, and that's what we've been doing this week. I hope you've had a great week, and I will see you next week.